What's up, guys? I'm BTC. We got another leak for the Halloween Terror event. Also, when is the event supposed to start? What legendary skins will we get? And more. When the Halloween Terror event first came out, it was awesome, it was exciting, there was a new game mode, it was great. Over the years, it's kind of gone downhill. It's gonna be just recycled. Blizzard told us that we can expect pretty much what we've had in the past, and we're likely only going to get 4 legendary skins as opposed to the 6 to 8 that we would normally get. And believe it or not, I'm okay with that. Now, you might find this hard to believe, seeing as I am probably more critical and harder on Blizzard than any other YouTube channel out there. But I'm okay with this being kind of a recycled event because, first of all, they told us ahead of time that this is what we can expect. It's not like the Summer Games, which, if you remember, I did a lot of talking, a lot of ranting about that Summer Games and how bad it was. But with Summer Games, they just kind of dropped it on us, right? Like, they didn't tell us anything, there wasn't any teasers, nothing. They just said, here's this thing, you guys expected it, so we just kind of put it out there. And it felt like it was minimal effort out. And with the Halloween Terror, it's not exactly the same because they've told us ahead of time, this is what we can expect. But as I said, I'm okay with it because we've been getting a lot of other stuff. We just had a Bastion Lego event, right? We're getting more stuff at BlizzCon. We had Roll Queue. So I'm okay with events like the Halloween Terror being lackluster, provided that they're also adding other stuff to the game. So I just kind of wanted to put that out there, seeing as how critical I was of the Summer Games event. So first question, when is the Halloween event going to start? Most likely next Tuesday, October 8th, but possibly as late as October 10th, and it will likely run until the end of the month, but usually, for some reason, they just kind of let it run an extra day or two. They do this with the winter event as well. They don't end it on time. They're just like, yeah, we'll let it run an extra couple days. But now let's move on to that brand new supposed leak. Here's the image right here. I've turned it because it was taken at a weird angle with some kind of a cell phone on a computer monitor rather than being an image taken directly from the game. So what you can see is 4 characters. This is set up to look like the achievement that we would normally get for the Junkenstein event. On the top left, you can see Bob. Top right is probably Genji. Bottom left, I have no idea who that is. And then bottom right is Diva. Now, I don't think that this is real for a couple of reasons. First of all, the Genji skin on the top right, yes, we have been waiting for that one for a long time. It was taken from the comic. This is the image right here, you can see, and people have been wanting this for a long time. But the problem is, Genji just got a legendary skin for the Summer Games. He just got another one for BlizzCon. I find it really tough to believe that they're going to give Genji a third one, even though it would be cool, I just don't really see it. And then on the bottom right, we have what is supposed to be the Diva skin, probably meant to look like the Deathwing Diva that you have from Heroes of the Storm. Here's what that skin looks like. It's awesome. It would be amazing to have it in Overwatch, but this does look fake. Reason being, you look at the bottom 2 skins, the one on the left is behind the achievement kind of banner, which is what it's supposed to be. The one on the right with Diva is on top of it. So this little error right here makes it kind of really point out that this is almost certainly going to be fake. Besides the fact that Genji probably won't, this Diva mess up on the achievement and the image, I mean, I'm gonna say that this is fake. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Another thing I want to briefly mention is that leak that I just showed you guys recently, which was the nighttime version of the Junkertown map that had the Halloween music playing in the background. And I can confirm that it was real, but the question is not whether it was real, it's will Blizzard end up using this for the upcoming Halloween Terror event? It could have just been them testing the lighting. Maybe they just were trying to figure out how the map would look, or they were messing around with something else, because in the map itself, we do see that it is a nighttime version and all the lighting has been changed, but there aren't any actual Halloween objects in it. Now, some of the things that were in the map have been removed, but again, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to use it. And what I'm talking about isn't that maybe they would have a new version of Junkenstein's Revenge on this map, but maybe they would just end up kind of changing the way the normal map looks, kind of like what they did for Hollywood for the Halloween event, or for Blizzard World for winter, and also Kings Row and Hanamura also got the winter treatment as well. So it could be something just like that, making one of the maps look Halloween as opposed to an entirely new game mode or anything like that. So again, I did want to quickly mention that in case you missed it last time. And now let's move on to the legendary and epic skin predictions for the summer games. I got quite a few of them. I was right on Mei being an epic, Torbjorn, Hammond, and Genji all getting legendary skins, so I got 3 of the 4 legendaries and 1 of the epics. That's not too bad. I don't know how good I'm going to do on this upcoming Halloween Terror. I'm not super confident with a lot of these picks because there are some things that Blizzard has been changing, and, well, I don't know, it makes me a little uncertain on what is going to actually get some stuff. So one of the things that Blizzard has been doing is they've been trying to push out more epic and legendary skins for their new characters, because for a while it took a very long time for new characters to get any sort of new content. I think what they were trying to do was get new skins for all of the original characters and then getting those out, and then they started moving on the newer release characters. But now that a lot of those characters have already gotten all their stuff, now they can just kind of release epic and legendary skins for the new characters very quickly after they get released, because they don't have to worry about all the other characters anymore. So having said that, again, Ashe was like a really tough one for this because she did get an epic already for the winter event. She also got a legendary fairly quickly, which was for the archive event. So I'm like, if I had to pick an honorable mention for this event, I think it would be Ashe. But let's move into my real picks. So the first one I think is going to be Baptiste. He did get a legendary for the archive event, but we kind of knew that one was coming. It kind of had to be included because it was his Talon skin, and it made a whole lot of sense for them to include it along with the archive event, considering that the event that they had was focused around Overwatch versus Talon. So it made a lot of sense. The other epic skin I'm going to go with is Lucio. He hasn't gotten anything for any of the Halloween events. I'm talking skin-wise. He hasn't gotten anything. Not an epic, not a legendary, nothing. Now, he did get some stuff earlier in the year. He got 2 legendaries. He got one for the winter event last year, and he also got that all-star skin. So I don't think he's going to get a legendary. I think he's more like to get an epic than anything else. The other epic is going to be Tracer. She really hasn't been getting too much stuff, and I think that's because she ended up getting a lot of legendaries and epics right when the game first came out. But she did get a legendary earlier in the year, but she hasn't gotten an epic in a while, so I think she's a good candidate for that, getting an epic. Now, moving on to the legendary skins, Ana's a tough one. Ana hasn't gotten anything since last year. The last time Ana got any kind of legendary skin was Summer Games 2018. So that was a very long time ago. She did get an epic with that special event, mini event earlier in the year, but she hasn't gotten anything. Now, she does have a previous legendary skin from Halloween Terror, but as we've seen with Halloween Terror and other events, getting double or, multiple legendary skins is not entirely uncommon anymore. So I do think that Ana is way, way overdue for getting a legendary skin. The next character for legendary is Brigitta. She did get a legendary early in the year, which was for the anniversary event, and funny, she also got one previous year for the anniversary event. But those 2 legendary skins are the only ones that she's ever gotten. She did get an epic as well, but she just hasn't been getting many new character skins, and she is way behind pretty much everything else except for the brand new release characters like Ashe, Baptiste, and Sigma. So she's definitely falling behind on those character skins. It just seems like the Halloween event would be a really good one for Brigitta because of the way that the character is and the shield and all that stuff. It gives her a lot of opportunities to have all kinds of cool character skin ideas. So Brigitta is the next legendary. And then the next one is going to be Orisa because, again, she also hasn't gotten anything for any of the Halloween events ever, And just recently, she hasn't been getting much content either. So she did get an epic earlier in the year with the Lunar New Year, but previous to that, the last legendary she got was the anniversary event back in 2018. So it has been a very, very long time since Orisa got a legendary skin, and again, it just seems like this character is due for something as well. And the last one is Winston. He hasn't gotten anything for the Halloween Terror event either, no epics, no legendaries. So it does seem like he is due for something. He did get another legendary earlier this year from the anniversary event, but prior to that, the last one he got was the Summer Games the year before. So all four of these characters haven't been getting really anything in the way of new character skins, and they also, for the most part, haven't gotten anything from the Halloween Terror event either, with the exception of Ana. And another question that gets asked all the time is, what about the Sombra Demon Hunter skin? This was released last year with the BlizzCon virtual ticket. However, they explicitly said that they were going to make it available for everyone else during this year, but we haven't heard anything from Blizzard about it. Maybe they could be adding it into Halloween Terror, just kind of adding it on as an extra legendary and having it in the regular Halloween rotation every year, or possibly they could wait until after BlizzCon and then just add it into the regular game. But we do know that this character skin did have a price when it was on the PTR because it was accidentally enabled for a short amount of time before they took it back. So we do know that they plan on adding it into the game, but when? Is it going to be Halloween Terror? Is it going to be after BlizzCon? I don't know. Blizzard hasn't said anything about it. So those are my epic and legendary skin predictions. I really wanted to put Ash on there. I think that they're going to do something with Bob, but I had to cut one, and that's the one that I ended up taking off. I'm going to be disappointed if it is Ash. But anyways, if you guys want to make your own predictions, I put together this handy little sheet for you so you can save this image. I'm going to post this on my Twitter and on Discord and some other places, so you can save the image, mark off the ones that you think are going to be for the upcoming Halloween Terror. You want to have 4 legendaries and 3 epics, and then you can post it in either my Discord or you can reply on Twitter or all that sort of stuff. So make your own predictions. What ones do you think are going to be picked for the Halloween Terror? But if you don't want to use the image, then you can just leave your ideas down in the comment section below what characters you think are going to get the epic and legendary skins. Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more, subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss anything. Also, come hang out in my Discord server and my Twitch live stream. Special thanks to my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to see what kind of cool VIP rewards you can get, check the links down below. And remember, always blame the controller because it's never your fault.